I like the lifestyle. It reminds me a lot of where I grew up in Minnesota. The way the people are, the kindness, the openness, the friendliness, and the topography, the trees, and just the way the land is. I mean, it reminds me a lot of where I grew up. So it's like a lot like home. You know, my dad gave me a lot of great words of wisdom. And I think the two things that stick out most to me is the fact of working hard, being committed, being totally committed, and not just doing something halfway. So working hard at it completely, complete and total dedication. And the second thing is that sports is not for the meek and the mild. Sports it's competitive, it's aggressive. You have to be mentally strong. You got to be mentally tough. And at some point, you just have to say, "I'm going to do it." You have to be mentally tough and just go do it. And I think that made a big impact on me. The idea of it's a matter of the will sometimes just to get the job done. Well, this lifestyle of golf requires the complete support of your family, and it's a team. Our family's a team. It's always been that way. They understand what I do. They support what I do. They always have. My wife first and foremost, and then my kids, and all have encouraged me completely over the years to keep working, to keep fighting, to chase my dreams, and to keep on playing and keep on doing the best I can. So it requires the whole family to be supportive of this lifestyle, and I'm very, very fortunate that my family always has been. And we have an 11-year-old still, so we have 4 kids, 23, 21, 18, and then 11, and the older ones have gotten beyond that, getting all excited stage. They're too cool for that, but they are excited. But the 11-year-old is very, very emotional and very demonstrative. When I come to the door, he jumps all over me. So it's nice to still have a young enough kid around that to make it feel so special when you come home. But the one thing I would say, and I feel strongly about it, is that I think what has always helped kids become good at something is they have parents who help them, sacrifice for them so they can achieve the dreams that they have. And one of the pitfalls as a golfer, especially since you can play well into your 50s and 60s on the Champions Tour, is you never quit chasing your dreams, but that comes at the detriment of helping your kids chase theirs. So I try to be very aware over the last 15 years of the fact that, hey, I've had my good time, I've had my good run of golf. It's up to me to help my kids pursue their dreams completely and as well as they can, which means sacrificing a lot of things that I may have otherwise not sacrificed. Oh, absolutely. It's always been important to me to be able to support my kids and what they're doing. I grew up in a home where my parents supported me, and they sacrificed that I could chase my dreams. So I want to be the same way for my kids. So last year, as an example, during the Shaw Charity Classic, the Friday night was the very first home football game of the season, actually the very first football game of the season, and my son was a starting quarterback. So I flew home after the round to watch him play football, then flew back after the game, got back about 2:30 in the morning, but it was definitely worth the effort to go watch him play. Anytime you watch your kids, you want them to do so well for themselves. I've never really felt like they had to do well for me. I want them to do well for themselves so that they can feel good about the sacrifices they've made, the hard work they put in. And so watching him play was always very nervous, but I guess my point to him the whole last 4 years of high school was that when you sacrifice and work hard, you get what you get, and you have to be happy with it. And the big issue is the commitment, the hard work, and the discipline, and the effort you put into it. And he gave it all he had, and I was very proud of him. You know what? Kids are funny. They let you know in their own time. And this year, at the end of the baseball season, on senior night, my son gave me a signed baseball and a note written on it, telling me how much it has meant to him over the years that I've made such a big effort to be at all of his games. So it was a very poignant moment, very emotional moment, and absolutely made me feel like $1 million knowing how much it meant to him.